It is reported that Neymar has agreed personal terms with the club, Chelsea. And we are bringing to you everything about this and much more. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the Chelsea chapter. And make up and subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Chelsea related, right about here at the Chelsea chapter with me, your host. As we go deep into the stories, you definitely know that we are heading into the summer transfer window, and definitely everything is already set with clubs already starting to buy football players. Putting pen to paper is what is left for some clubs. And I can confirm to you that Chelsea is not being left behind. Chelsea is trying to make sure they can have some signings, with one recently concluded signing sealed. It's a deal that is done, sealed and confirmed. Now we're going to Neymar. We're talking about Neymar. When it comes to Chelsea, there is actually no joke in Chelsea. When it comes to transfers, it's really business. It's definitely business for the club Chelsea. With over 600 million that has been spent in the last spell, definitely you can tell 600 million. Some football players definitely need to go, and some football players need to be bought so that the books can definitely be balanced. And it will be remembered that the Brazil star Neymar, who joined Paris Saint-Germain from Barcelona for a fee that was worth around 198 million back in August 2019, is by far the division's top earner, who pockets around 2.6 million a month before tax, and that equates to a weekly salary of something that is around £600,000 a week. And this gentleman is definitely now crossing over to the club Chelsea, if all goes well, as personal terms have definitely been agreed. We're going to be talking about all this in this very episode. You do not need to miss out on any other episode. We're going to be going step by step. Whatever Neymar does, we will always make sure that we bring it to you. Stages, steps in this transfer. If you want to follow this, I just make a point, subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you. Anyway, let's start off with Neymar. How possible is this, and how true is this? And for those of you who do not know Neymar, can give you a little bit of a biography about Neymar. So Neymar's full name obviously is called Neymar da Silva Santos Jr., who is well known as Neymar Jr., or commonly known as Neymar. He's a Brazilian professional football player who plays as a forward for Ligue 1 club Paris Saint-Germain, and it will be remembered that he also plays for the Brazil national team. His statistics definitely say it all. He is 1.75 meters tall, and definitely that is quite a good height for a forward. And his salary, as I told you before, and looking at Chelsea and the reality about Chelsea buying Neymar, we need also to look at this. What is the reality of Chelsea buying Neymar? And as you already know, Chelsea opened up talks just yesterday. Chelsea opened up talks between Neymar and Chelsea's management. Actually, Chelsea's management and Neymar's agents definitely opened up talks, and they had to discuss a few things before anything can really go on or go forward. So, first of all, we need to look at Neymar's statistics and see how he's been performing, and is it worth, and how much could Chelsea be getting Neymar for? As it will be remembered that before we even go that way, before we go that side, it will be remembered that Chelsea has been looking for Neymar for some time, saying they would sign him, trying a little bit in the January transfer window, last summer transfer window, but it looked unrealistic. But right about now, as we speak, Chelsea is definitely the leading and favorite for signing Neymar, for some of the reasons I'll be giving you. So anyway, before we even go to the statistics, I want to give you statistics. Neymar's statistics has been playing over time, and why he is regarded one of the best, why Chelsea should buy him, whether he shouldn't buy him, and you can also give your opinion in the comment section. So anyway, before we go any further, it will be remembered that Chelsea, just last week, Chelsea was not the favorite in signing Neymar. So it came out that Manchester United wanted Neymar. So there was a little bit of a stretch between Manchester United and Neymar, as Paris Saint-Germain offered Neymar to Manchester United, and that was definitely a little bit tricky, because offering them the player, that would take Chelsea away, because he was being offered to a rival club, and Manchester United looked like they were going to sign him. Manchester United looked like they had the money, they were going to put in the money. But it comes out that one of the reasons as to why Neymar was heavily linked to Manchester United, despite the fact that Chelsea were interested and very interested in getting him. The big reason was that the Qataris who own Paris Saint-Germain were very interested in getting Manchester United. They were very interested in buying Manchester United. And right about now, the future of Manchester United has not been known just as yet. Nobody knows who's going to buy Manchester United, because there is something between the Qataris who own Paris Saint-Germain, and there is also Jim Ratcliffe, who also wants to own Manchester United and is willing to cash in, is willing to put in a bit of cash to get Manchester United. So where Neymar comes in all this saga is when it was in between two clubs. It was definitely in between two clubs, Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain. The ownership that was definitely going to be one ownership could see Neymar move from Paris Saint-Germain to Manchester United quite easily, because the owners would make the deal happen. But it comes out that the owners of Paris Saint-Germain, the Qataris, are now trying, sort of distancing themselves away from Manchester United ownership. The ownership of Manchester United is becoming a little bit complicated, a little bit tricky, and they are trying to back off. They're trying to getting away from this club. So that deal for Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain is collapsing every other day. Things are not going on quite well. The Qataris definitely want a quick buy. The Manchester United, the Glazers are trying to make sure that they can delay and get quite big money off the club, as they want something that's around how much do they want? 6 billion. Sorry, and the Qataris are not willing to pay that. So, and part of the deal was that possibly, and this was from top sources, was that part of the deal of the ownership was that some of the football players would definitely cross over, and one of them was Neymar. And now this is definitely not happening, and Neymar is looking for a move. And also, the management at Paris Saint-Germain are saying, oh, we definitely need to get rid of Neymar. We need to get rid of Neymar. As ownership at Manchester United is not sorted, we need to put Neymar on the open market. And when they put Neymar on the open market, no restrictions, put name on the open market, definitely Chelsea comes out, Todd Bowley comes out and says, we have been looking for Neymar and we are willing to pay any amount of money that they definitely want. But Neymar was... we need to understand that Neymar is on a very big salary. Neymar earns around £600,000 a week. £600,000 a week for Neymar. If he joins the club Chelsea, it will be a silly move for Chelsea to give Neymar £600,000 a week. That will be a very big move. So I think if Neymar is in and about for a transfer, for a move to the club Chelsea, definitely he should be aware that there will be a wage cut, because there is no way absolutely Neymar will get that amount of money. There's no way Chelsea is going to give £600,000 to Neymar. Definitely that is not there. That is definitely nowhere. I can't see it. Even when Todd Bowley looks like he's giving out a lot of cash, he's buying expensive football players, I don't think he's that daft that he's gonna get £600,000 a week and give it to Neymar. Neymar should be in a position of understanding that he's no longer that young football player. He's no longer that valuable football player. He still is a very good one. He's a very good one, I must say. Undoubtedly, He's a very wonderful one. He's a good one, undoubtedly. But he's not that football player that was bought £198 million some time ago in 2017. Definitely not. Neymar should understand that right about now, he's 31 years of age. And at 39 years of age, you can tell that you do not have quite a lot to give for very many years. You're not going to sign Neymar for 6 years. He's 31 years, 37 years. Until when he's 37, that is 6 years, So at 31 years, he still has it. He can still play. He can still score a bit of goals, and he can still score 2-3 in 2-3 seasons, maybe even 4 seasons. He can score a bit of goals, and definitely we think that it could be quite good. But he's 31 years of age, and I think his market value should be between something around 40 to 70. That is his market value, between £72.5 million and £70.8 million. So now let us see his statistics and see what's actually why we need to see why Neymar is regarded as one of the best, and what records do not lie. Let's see how many goals he's managed to score and how many assists he's made. That's the combination of a forward. A forward, definitely. I don't know whether we should start with Barcelona. With Barcelona, he's not got a big number of goals, but in La Liga, let's see La Liga. Oh, he's got quite a number of goals in Barcelona. From 2014 to 2015, he scored 22 goals, 24 goals, and 13 goals. 2014, 2015 to 2016, 2017. 3 seasons, he scored 22 goals, 24 goals, and 13 goals. Then he's got 7 assists, 12 assists, and 11 assists, and that's quite good for him. But that was some time ago. He was still on fire. Then let's see. Paris Saint-Germain, consecutive seasons from 2017 to 2022, goals per season, he's got 19, he's got 15, he's got 13, 9 goals, 13 goals, and then recently concluded he's got 13 goals in 20 appearances. This is quite good. When you see managing to score 13 goals in 20 appearances and also managing to make a wonderful 11 assists, that is world class. He's still a good football player. But what Chelsea need to understand is that they definitely he won't be playing for long. However, we need to understand that the club Chelsea is full of young football players, and it needs football players with quite a lot of experience. And football players who've got a lot of experience, if you talk about Neymar's got tactic experience. He's got almost everything a football player has. And the other thing, Neymar is at his peak. When you're 30, 29, 30, 31, 28, that is your peak. He's at the peak of his career right about now. So we definitely think that things will go on quite well for the club Chelsea, and they will definitely have to buy this gentleman. And once they buy Neymar, we think everything will definitely go on quite well for the forward section of Chelsea. As you already know, that Chelsea has always... actually, in the last season, looking at where Chelsea ended, first, one of the reasons as to why Chelsea definitely ended in the position it did, it was because of lack of goals. I mean, in some games they played quite well. In some games Chelsea played quite well, but there were not enough goals that were scored, and that was quite sad. That was absolutely sad. Not enough goals that were scored for Chelsea, and you can definitely see that number of games that were won were few. That seeing Chelsea ending in the 12th position with 44 points, and in 38 games they had 44 points. Managing to win 11 games, drawing 11, and losses were 16. 16 losses for Chelsea. Definitely, the losses are more than the wins. That is quite bad for the club Chelsea. So they definitely need a restructuring. It's not even reinforcement, it's restructuring. But the fact that Mauricio Pochettino is now the current manager of Chelsea, he comes in with quite a lot. He definitely comes in with a lot more tactic. He comes in with a lot more stuff. He's bringing in a lot more training. His game is definitely going to be a new, wide range of training. He's definitely going to bring in something different at the club Chelsea, as he is definitely known to be very good when it comes to improving young talent, training young talent, making them better. And Chelsea is a big squad with a lot of young talent, and we definitely think it's gonna be good for the club Chelsea if they go on and bring in an experienced football player to work with these young players. And Mauricio Pochettino has everything that it takes. He definitely says Neymar is one of the best, and working with Neymar at the club Chelsea will be a very brilliant thing. So let's hope that everything will go on quite well, as it is reported that personal terms between Neymar has actually agreed personal terms with the club Chelsea. It is reportedly said that he has, but the very truth that we are definitely aware about, what we know is that Chelsea has already started talks. Talks have already begun between Chelsea and the management of Neymar, between management of Chelsea and agents of Neymar about the transfer of Neymar to the club Chelsea, and we think all this will definitely go on quite well. Otherwise, thank you for being part of this podcast, and make a subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Chelsea related, right about here at the Chelsea chapter with me, your host Abu KALS, as I tell thank you and goodbye for now.